Hey guys, we are live. Great to see you. Say hello in the chat if you would when you arrive. Just type something into the chat. Tell me how it's going. Say hello, all that good stuff. Oh, great. Pulled right up on Facebook. Well, that's a first. Usually I'm like trying to find it. Let me turn down the sound. And let's see here. Here we go. Great. Now I can see. Oh, I forgot to bring my little stand in here with me. Maybe I'll just use my tape holder to set my phone up so I can read the comments a little more easily. Yeah, that's kind of hard to do because it doesn't want to stand up. Yeah, I hate it when I forget my little stand. Okay, so let me try this. I don't use this very often. Let's see here. It's kind of a little wonky, but look what I have here. That's not bad. Say hello, guys. Just type in the chat. Let's see here. I got to turn down the volume. That's not bad. Say hello, guys. There we go. Yeah, the volume popped up. All right. Let's see. All right. Well, hopefully the comments will start coming through. I don't see them yet. But I have a few things to share very quickly with you. Hey there. Great to see you. It's not showing me who this is, but let's see if I can see it on here. Let's see. Wish I could get this to turn sideways. Oh, maybe that'll work. Okay. There we go. You'd think I would have thought to get this all set up before. Oh, there goes our text. That's good. So everybody's being notified now. Move my camera over. And just say hello when you get here. I just want to make sure you guys are here. And let's see here. All righty. Oh, it's Mary Beth. Hey, Mary Beth. Great to see you. So one way you can give StreamYard permission to show your Facebook profile, Mary Beth, is go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. And then you allow StreamYard to share your Facebook profile. Hello, Amy. Great to see you. Thanks for identifying that your profile shows up. So you must have given StreamYard permission. So a couple of quick announcements for those of you that are signed up for the ZenMaid Summit, which is already taken place. Go and find our different CBF coaches on there and watch their video contributions to the ZenMaid Summit. I've got mine that I contributed, and most of our coaches contributed a talk, and I think you'll really enjoy it. Also, if you are a CBF member, make sure you get registered for CBF Retreat. We're almost out of VIP seats. So if you want to grab the last couple of them, grab that, and you know where to go to register for CBF Retreat. It is our private event for members only, so it is not for everyone. We're working on CBF Live for 2022. We believe we have picked out a hotel for April of 2022. Absolutely beautiful, stunning hotel. You will love it. And I can't wait till we can announce that later. So that'll be in April of 2022. And CBF Live is open to all residential cleaning business owners. You don't have to be a member only. All right. I see Libby is in the house. Coach Libby, probably the best hiring coach on the planet. You will not find another coach who will be better at helping you find, attract, and hire the best people for your cleaning companies. So Coach Libby is in the house, and she is super excited for the ZenMaid Summit. And of course, if I had to guess, she's probably talking on hiring. So if you struggle with hiring, look no further than CBF Coach Libby. Just private message her and just say, help. And she can help you either with coaching, getting you enrolled in the CBF program, or helping you one-on-one. So Thanks, Libby, for being here. We just came back from an amazing 2-day advanced CBF Pros event. So those of you who know about CBF, maybe you haven't hired, maybe you haven't enrolled in this program yet, but you hope to someday. Yep, Libby's talking on hiring. A lot of you aren't even aware that we have different levels in CBF because people keep attaining higher levels of growth once we join our program. And so our top tiered level is our CBF Pros, our advanced tier, because these are the people that just want to keep having impact. They want to keep changing the game. They want to keep achieving bigger and better results. And so we had a 2-day private event. There were only 27 of us in that room. And for 2 days, we focused on, are you ready for this topic? And I would love your feedback on what you think of this topic. For 2 days, the topic was specific to how to hire an office manager. If you own a residential cleaning business, that can be a major struggle. How to hire an office manager, the right one, what are the tasks and duties, what are the roles and responsibilities of an office manager? How do you compensate an office manager? How do you manage and motivate an office manager? There are so many questions that people ask around how to hire an office manager. So we spent 2 full days on role clarity and metrics for measuring their performance, talking about compensation, and how to identify that right person to run your business or help take you to the next level. Hey, Andrew, great to see you. So yeah, we thought it was a great topic too. I'll need an office manager in a couple of years. Yep, absolutely. So if your business is growing, eventually you will need an office manager, whether you call them an operations manager, Libby calls her a GM, a general manager. In my particular case, because of the type of person I hired recently, they're actually called a COO. But whatever it is, it's your number 2 person in your office. So I would love your feedback right now before I launch into what I was going to share with you today. Here's somebody who said, I can't wait for the retreat. Me too. I'd love your feedback right now. If you would love to attend a full day training boot camp on how to hire an office manager, I'd really like for you to type into the comments right now, hiring boot camp. Well, actually, it would be office manager boot camp. Office manager boot camp, not so much a hiring boot camp, but an office manager boot camp. If that would appeal to you, if that's the kind of thing you need right now, because you don't need to spend a whole day of training if you don't need an office manager. But if that's something you need and you could really be helped, this could move your business forward. Andrew says yes. Right? If that's something you feel like you could really benefit from, I would love for you to just type in the comments right now, office manager boot camp. So looks like there is quite a bit of a need out there. So I agree. I wish I was ready for that. I'd give just about anything. I'm so in need, but no budget yet for it. Well, an office manager should pay for themselves, right? So if you do it right and you set your business up right, every key role hire that you hire for is not a cost. It's actually an investment that moves the needle forward, helps you grow to the next level. So if you're struggling, if your business is stuck, if you have plateaued, if you've hit that ceiling of complexity and you've been there for years. I talked to a lady today, 14 years, pretty much in the same place. Right? She hit a ceiling of complexity. She's still cleaning and she's managing all these people. She has no time freedom whatsoever. Right? If you've hit that ceiling of complexity and you know you should be in CBF and you're ready to invest in yourself, and I don't book a session if you're not ready to invest in yourself, but if you're ready to invest in yourself, go over to cleaningbusinessfundamentals.com and see if you qualify for a strategy session, a free strategy session to talk about your business and see if we are a good fit for our year-long mentorship program, Cleaning Business Fundamentals. So I see a lot of people posting that they would love an office manager boot camp. So that's pretty exciting. Stay tuned. You will hear more. All right. So now that I've shared enough information to give people time to show up here on the broadcast, I'm just going to share 5 simple things today that I wrote down with you on how people achieve bigger and better results than other people. How do you achieve bigger and better results than other people? Because a lot of times we think everybody else is achieving bigger than me. My competitor is passing me up. How did my competitor that really does a sloppy job uh, build a business bigger than mine, right? People are always wondering that. How do people achieve bigger and better results than somebody else? So I wrote down 5 things that I think will help you. These are 5 things that our CBF advanced members know. And these are things that our coaches know. These are things that $1 million maid service, $2 million maid service understands. So how people achieve bigger and better results than others. Number 1, this is really important. They get in the right room. They surround themselves with ambitious people. You know, most people are surrounding themselves with people like themselves, right? Because we feel more comfortable when we surround ourselves with people who are at our level. It's very uncomfortable to be in a room where everyone is more advanced than you. Right? It's very uncomfortable. It's like, ugh, I don't have anything to contribute. I don't want to say anything and feel stupid, right? Most people don't want to be in that room. They want to be in a room that they're comfortable in, right? We're very comfortable being around our peers, people that are at our same level or below. If they're below our level, then we seem like the smartest person in the room. And when I say below our level, I'm talking about in achievement, right? And in progress or business growth. And so, number 1, these people that achieve bigger results than everybody else, they get in the right room. They surround themselves with other ambitious people and others who are smarter than them and achieving more than they are. That's the right room. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. You're in the wrong room. I don't ever want to be the smartest person in the room. If I'm trying to grow my business, I want to be in a room with people with big ideas that are moving forward, that are moving mountains, that are shaking the trees and making it rain. I want to be in that room. And if you keep putting yourself in the same room where everybody is at your level or below, you're going to match the skills and the achievement and the growth and the progress of the people you surround yourself with. This is why I always hate to see people in these different various Facebook groups where there's nothing but negativity and bashing of some other person, complaining and griping nonstop. You're in the wrong room if you spend time in those rooms, right? When I say room, I don't mean physically in a room. What I mean is, who do you spend your time with? People who are negative, people who are going nowhere, people who tell you why you shouldn't achieve because it doesn't work, because people don't appreciate you, why you shouldn't reach for the stars, because it's not possible, nobody wants to work, customers won't pay more, right? You're in the wrong room if you're in the negativity room. And so these high achievers get in the right room. They surround themselves with ambitious people who are smarter or are achieving things that they're not achieving. That's the room I want to be in every chance I can get. Number 2, they stay connected to high achievers. They don't just, flame up and then flame out, right? Our highest achievers are people who joined CBF and stayed in it year after year after year. There are people who maybe join CBF, implement everything they can, make radical changes. The owner gets out of the field. They double or triple their business. They double their investment within months. And then over time, they drop out. They stop participating. They stop coming to events. They don't join the level 2 momentum. They don't progress through the advanced group. They just kind of fade away. And guess what? Oftentimes when we reconnect with those people, they hit a new level of complexity and they stay there for years. They stay there for years. Why? Because they didn't stay connected with the high achievers. They started with a big burst of energy and enthusiasm, and then they fizzled over time. And they slipped back into old habits, or they started following other people who are not successful, and they went backwards, right? They avoid, when they stay connected to the right people, they avoid getting connected to the wrong people, the people who sling mud, the people who complain all the time, the people who live below the line. They stay connected with the people that will elevate them, with the people that will hold them to a higher standard, with the people that will challenge them to hold themselves to a higher standard. They stay connected. Number 3, they have a winner's mindset instead of a victim's mindset. Instead of always seeing why it's somebody else's fault that they're not succeeding, always getting their feelings hurt, always being offended, right? No, these people have a winner's mindset. What can I learn from this experience? What can I learn from this setback? How can I grow through this negative thing that just happened to me, instead of this negative thing that happened to me is because of them. It's their fault, right? That victim mindset. The highest achievers have that winner's mindset. I was actually talking to someone today that I would definitely say has a winner's mindset. And as you can imagine, I did offer her the opportunity to join our program. I don't offer it to every person I talk to. I have to make sure I believe they have a winner's mindset. And I try my best not to work with people with a victim mindset if I can help it. You don't always know. But of course, I offered her the program, and of course, she enrolled. But I thought it was so great because she had taken several courses. She had spent thousands of dollars hiring other outside experts to help her get her business to the next level. She not one time bashed these people, even though I think she enrolled in the wrong programs with the wrong experts because they didn't have specific knowledge of growing a residential cleaning business. She didn't sling mud. She didn't talk about how she spent all this money and she didn't get anything out of it. No, she kept a very winning attitude and said, I know I spent a lot of money and I'm still in the same place that I was several years ago, but I did get some good training out of it. And I was able to apply some really good things that helped me grow. And I thought, that's the winner's mindset. Oftentimes people with a victim mindset is like, I spent all this money and it didn't help me. I spent all this money and I didn't get anywhere. And sometimes that happens, but usually it's because we're not applying the principles that course or that guru or that mentor or that program offered us. We weren't applying the principles. So she could have taken that victim mindset and slung mud, but she didn't. She said, I don't think it was a good fit for me because it wasn't residential specific. I said, good point. She said, but I did take some good things away from it. And I have been in that same boat where I have hired a mentor. I spent money on a program. And I discovered after spending a lot of money, it was not a good fit for me. They can't really help me. But instead of getting all mad and feeling like a victim and being all bummed that program wasn't good enough, instead, I would try to figure out, well, what can I take away from that? Ooh, there's one thing right there that paid for my entire training, is that one thing I took away. Maybe I'm not going to take away a dozen things like I had hoped, right? That winner's mindset. Those are the people that are going places. And then number 4, they don't focus on the past. They are building a bigger and better future. So these high achievers that get better results than everyone else, they're not looking at the past going, well, look how far I came on my own. I didn't need any help. They're not focused on the past. They're focused on creating a bigger future. And if it's not happening, they realize, sure, I bring a lot of great experience from the past. I've learned a lot through guessing and trial and error, of course, but don't let the past define your future. If you're going nowhere, forget the past. Forget, I've achieved so much, and realize, I think I've come as far as I can all by myself. I think I've hit a ceiling that I've been unable to break through. I've had to do that at every stage in my business, every stage I wanted to get to. I had to realize, you know what? I'm bumping my head on a new ceiling of complexity. I need someone to help me break through it. I can't do it on my own. I need someone to help me break through it. Even our CBF pros, these people, most of them are at $1 million or very close, right? Most of them. And when they came into CBF, they were like many of you, still doing the cleaning, or less than 50 or 60 customers, having high employee turnover, right? Most of them were like you. They're over $1 million in their business. And guess what they're asking? How do I get through this next threshold? How do I break through this new ceiling of complexity, right? Where I'm trying to manage all these people and trying to inspire and manage an admin team and trying to manage all the marketing and the influx of leads that are so hard to keep up with. And they hit their head on a new ceiling of complexity. And they're asking, how do I break through that? What's next? What's next? What's next? They don't focus on the past. Oh, well, I've already achieved $1 million. I don't need help to get to 2 million. No, they're not focused on the past. They're focused on the future. How do I get to 2 million? What do I do to get there? Who can help me get there? What things do I need to change? They're always focused on a bigger and better future. And number 5, they don't invest in stuff. They invest in knowledge. I think this is one of the most important things I've done to get my business to the next level. We don't invest in stuff. We invest in knowledge. People will think nothing of buying some $5,000 expensive piece of equipment for their office that will actually become less valuable every year. But they won't spend $5,000 on their training to get them to the next level, right? They don't buy stuff. They buy training. They don't waste money on things. They spend money on training, developing their brain. Basically, knowledge is how you make a fortune. Stuff will help you make money, right? You can buy all new vacuums, spend a few $1,000s on all new vacuums and all new equipment, and you can make some money with that. But knowledge, you can make a fortune if you get the right knowledge and apply it. And so the highest achievers, they don't invest in stuff, right? They invest in their knowledge. Stuff will make you a little money. Knowledge will make you a fortune. So remember that when you invest in yourself, you invest in your training, you invest in your knowledge, you can make a fortune with that information. When you invest in equipment, it will be worth nothing in 2 to 5 years. It'll be broken, it'll be dirty, it'll be run down and worn out. But a lot of people think nothing of investing in equipment. They'll buy the best $2,000 Dyson vacuum on the planet. But then you ask them to invest a few $1,000s in their business training, and they're like, oh, that's too expensive. Okay, go buy another Dyson vacuum, right? The highest, most successful people invest in their knowledge. And I'm not saying you don't buy equipment. I'm saying, where are your values? Where are your priorities? Make it happen if you want to get to the next level. And so this is how people achieve bigger and better things and how they achieve them and pass up their competitors is they stay focused on these high level things. They make sure they're in the right room with the right people, pushing them and inspiring them and teaching them how to apply the right steps in their business to grow to the next level. They stay connected to those high achievers. They stay connected to the community that keeps helping them break through the next ceiling of complexity. They stay connected. They don't just fade away. Most of the people that stop being connected with the source that they already know has helped them achieve their goals also plateau and stop achieving the biggest goals they could have. It doesn't mean they don't grow a little, but I'm a perfect example of that. I'm a perfect example. I didn't have anybody to stay connected to on a regular basis after I hit my $1 million mark. That I stayed there for 20 years, $1 million mark, kind of right about the same 20 years, and really have a connection. And then once I became highly connected with constant learning and training and our advanced CBF pros and always focused on growing and growth and achievement and getting to the next level, it was less than 7 years that I doubled that. Now we're at a $2 million run rate, right? The connection is what I was missing in the early days of my business when I hit my first big goal, and I kind of stayed stuck there for 20 years. So they stay connected. And then they have a winner's mindset, not a victim's mindset. I find it so sad when people adopt the victim's mindset. It's your fault I'm not succeeding. It's my customer's fault that I can't, charge more. It's my employee's fault that I can't make more money. It's the government's fault because they're providing stimulus. When we're a victim and it's everybody else's fault but our own, We stay stuck. We don't go anywhere. So the winner's mindset. And then focusing on the past instead of the future. Well, look how far I came on my own versus, wow, I thought I'd be further along than I am now. Who can I get to help me get to that next level? Let's not focus on the past. Let's focus on the future that we haven't achieved yet, the future we were planning and haven't hit. And then invest in your training, invest in your mind. Don't invest in stuff. Don't buy a bigger TV. Don't go on a bigger or better vacation when you have a few dollars. Invest in your training. Invest in your growth. This is what high achievers do. All right. So that's really all I have. I know I haven't jumped on in a while. I haven't had time. Ben, I don't think you know what you're talking about. But let's see what else here. You're so organized. I don't know who that was. I guess we'll have to block poor Ben. He lives below the line. He talks about things he knows nothing about. Let's see here. Does anybody have any questions? Breezy J. I started my staffing agency and I'm happy to be in your life. I'm happy to be here live. Good for you. Awesome. All right. I'm not sure who this is. This says good stuff. Debbie, how to achieve bigger results. Oh, thank you for taking notes. That's awesome. Thank you. You guys can copy and paste those notes right there. Excellent. Thank you for doing that. And let's see here. Great information. We thank you. Hey, Breezy. She says hello. Let's see. I hate it when I hear mud. Oh, yeah. Okay. This person says, I hate it when I hear mudslinging. It's not productive. Right. Yep. There's somebody right here watching from YouTube, which you attract all kinds, right? There's somebody here watching on YouTube who lives below the line. They have the victim's mindset, right? That's too much. That's not worth it. They're always a victim, right? This is how you stay stuck. This is how you get nowhere in life. I like this. Whoever that was, growth mindset. Hey, Ginger, great to see you, dear. I remove myself from, Libby, Coach Libby says, I remove myself from all negativity. Save the drama for your mama. I like that. And I make sure I'm the dumbest person in the room. And that's what I try to be. I want to be the dumbest person in the room. Now, obviously, that's not literal. We all know that, right? It's not literal. Neither one of us have a low IQ. But I want to put myself as often as I can intentionally in the room where everyone in the room is achieving at higher levels than me. That's the room I want to be in. And that's what high achievers commit to do. Not sure what that is. Growth happens out. Oh, here's a good one. Growth happens outside your comfort zone. That's very good. I don't know who that was. If you're still on here, please post your name because it's not showing. Growth happens outside your comfort zone. You know, if you could buy a course that didn't stretch you, right? If enrolling in the cost of a course didn't stretch you, didn't scare you, it's probably not worth it, right? Everything we do that really has impact is usually a little scary, right? Usually takes some courage to make that decision or to take that step. You know, you wouldn't have started your cleaning business if you didn't have the courage to go out on your own and become an entrepreneur. Because we all know as an entrepreneur, you don't get paid until you create value in the marketplace. And you don't grow until you create value in the marketplace. Coach Libby says, you are never alone in CBF. That is so true. And that's one of the reasons why I believe our CBF members do succeed and get the highest results in the industry for growth and transformation is because you're not alone. It's not a program that just ends once you join, right? It is a continuity program where you can stay connected year after year so you can keep pushing to the next level in your business, as high of a level as you want to achieve. Amy says, I felt all alone on the profits page, so I came here. That's so true. We don't want to be left out. So anyway, what's your favorite quote? What's your favorite quote around success and achieving and getting to the next level? There were already a couple of really good quotes here. Okay. So Breezy says, why is it so difficult to find good clients and employees is what I think. Well, everything worthwhile is hard, right? Breezy, everything worthwhile is hard. If it's easy, everyone would be doing it and it wouldn't be very impressive. You wouldn't make much, right? Everything that's worthwhile is hard. You know what? Why is it so hard to have a good marriage? Because if it's worthwhile, you're going to have to work really hard to have a good marriage, to have a great business, to have a great relationship with your children, to raise amazing children. It's hard, right? And so, obviously, if you're guessing your way, you make it harder for yourself. If you don't have a community of people surrounding you with the answers and you're always guessing at the wrong answers, you make it harder. But everything worthwhile is hard. Entrepreneurialism is not easy. Now, we have a simple formula that we teach, and it is a simple formula for success, but succeeding isn't easy. Our formula is simple, but success isn't easy. Never is. Amy says, I've seen so many success stories come out of CBF. CBF is one of the most inspiring places I've ever spent any amount of time in. Every single week, we have CBF members sharing how they doubled and tripled or quadrupled or 10x'd their investment in the program. 10x'd it within a year. Constantly telling us how when they applied the principles, they immediately paid themselves back for the investment. It is a life-changing program. I'm not sure who this is. You might have to type in who it is, but she says, we have been implementing your modules, rinse and repeating, have a grip on processes and always improving. No time for negative thoughts, always learning. Here's what's cool about that. You have to tell me who that is. There's no time for negative thoughts. Why? Because good things are happening in your business. When you're miserable and you're losing, you have lots of criticism and lots of negativity to go around. But when you're winning and you're succeeding, there is no time for negativity. Just like this poor person here posting on Facebook, Ben, right? His life is filled with negativity, so he spews negativity and he prevents great things from coming into his life. I assume Ben is a him. But thank you. Thank you for that comment. Let's see. Andrew, what would Debbie say? What would Debbie do? Here it is. There's my what would Debbie do wristband. Thank you, Andrew. You're always, Andrew is one of those people who's always very positive. He hasn't always had it easy. This business is not a cakewalk, but he always has a really great attitude. This is sales related, but I love sales. Sales is a transfer of enthusiasm. That is a great quote. You guys share some great quotes. That is a great quote. Sales is a transfer of enthusiasm. You can't sell anything if you're not excited about it. I can sell CBF all day long because I'm so excited about the life and business transformations that our members get. I could never sell CBF if I wasn't excited about all the stuff that happens. So sales is a transfer of enthusiasm. Love that quote. Favorite quote from Libby: you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And this changed the way I looked at myself. That's a Jim Rohn quote. Jim Rohn quote. You are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. You spending the most time with a bunch of negative people that watch TV all day and play on Facebook and play videos are going nowhere with their life. Is that where you spend your time? Or do you spend your time with entrepreneurs that are succeeding and achieving and getting someplace and reaching new goals? Trust me, if you're spending your time with those people, you're going to do more succeeding. You're going to do more implementing. You're going to do more reaching of new goals. It's impossible not to. Absolutely impossible not to. All righty, let's see here. It's going to be me. Heck, it's already. Let's see here. I'm trying to read these. Yep, Amy likes that quote. Let's see. And oh, here's a good quote. I don't have time to waste my time. I have time to win only. That is so true. We don't have time to waste. We only have time to win. So start winning, people. Stop wasting your time on negativity. Like this person that's been posting really negative stuff. What a waste of time. I mean, if you're just a hater, go read a good book. Don't be on here with us, right? What a waste of time. It's so sad. Living below the line. I don't need 5 people, just one. Debbie is more than enough to make me highly motivated. You know, you're so cute. Thank you so much for saying that. But the truth is we all need each other. We all help each other get to the next level. So anyway, anybody else have one more great quote before I wrap this up? Oh, Andrew, that was your great quote. What would Debbie do? I just got it. That was your quote. What would Debbie do? That was awesome. Yeah, Ben is a very sad person. Obviously, achievement has not come his way, but if he would keep watching and keep his mouth shut and stop commenting, if he would keep watching and learn, he actually might bring some success into his life, right? So what else? What else? No other great quotes? Man, I need to do a broadcast just around bring your best business, inspirational, aspirational quotes and just do quote bombs all evening. All right. We'll wrap it up with Andrew giving me the applause because I finally figured out that that was his quote. So I hope you guys have a great night. I'm still really excited and pumped about this amazing 2-day event. If you're thinking someday I want to be in that room, we called it the CBF War Room, where we spent the first day really hashing out all the details of hiring an office manager, and the second day defining all the details and leaving with completed projects like compensation plan, critical role clarity, tools to measure the results of different critical roles in your business. I mean, it was just a fantastic training day. So if you know you're ready to be a CBF advanced group, obviously you have to be at $500,000 above, and you have to fulfill other criteria that we require. You have to apply. If you're ready, then make sure you let us know. You do have to be a CBF member. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off for the night. I hope you have a great night. Thank you so much for engaging with me. And let me make sure I didn't lose anything. Oh, thanks, Debbie. CBF War Room. I'd be okay being a fly on that wall. I hear you. You got to pay to be that fly, right? There's nobody in the doors who aren't actually a part of the pro group. It's pretty cool, but I don't blame you. So would I. All right, guys, have a great night. Thank you for everything, and we'll see you next time. Take care.